mind, your mind is off the hook. Great men and wise men are never do pass. The younger generation.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Psychedelic here. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while since I've done anything on the record updates in a while. Just been kind of a slow month as far as purchases go. Haven't really bought that much this month. I think I have like maybe 3 more coming in, I believe. 3 cheapies, so it's a few stuff I'm taking chances on and stuff I needed long ago. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my last video, if you guys checked it out. If you have not, I do encourage you guys to, even though the editing is not the best. I will own up to that. I recorded it last Saturday, and I wanted the video just to come out shortly after because I was just so excited with my visit with Colin and Bobby of the band Heaven. I do have that LP. I've had it for about 5 years, and just really enjoyed, visiting and reminiscing on their adventures, 50 plus years ago. These guys are getting older, so we have to kind of save. We have to save these stories, So I just thought it was kind of a cool, very cool afternoon, evening with the guys. Spent like 4.5 hours there. A lot more talking off camera, and just kind of talking about, he was kind of sharing me all these different photographs from back in the day, and I was just so amazed like at how crisp and clean they were, just caught in their performances live, as well as some of their previous works, and some of the live sets with the Heaven band themselves were just dynamic in sound. I mean, they're just a lot better live set than they were on the studio recordings, if you can believe that. They were all original tracks too, and they were recorded, so just really, really unique band. And as he mentioned in the video, he said, this is kind of before Chicago came about the same time. I think they came out in '69, but horn rock really wasn't set in stone at that time, I guess. And it was just really cool to see something like that come out of Nebraska. If any opportunities like that come up again, I will definitely let you guys know. This was something I kind of had planned out for like almost 2 years, but I just finally said, hey, let's get this thing going, get this out there. So yeah, just was so overwhelmed just by the history that they shared with me. It was just incredible, and just some of the sound clips that they had archived away and just shared with me, and just willing to let me have those files was just really just a blessing of its own in a lot of ways. But if you guys haven't checked out my other channel yet, Cosmic Minds, I have been uploading some tracks on there. So far, I think I have like 4 of their tracks when they were known as Kaleidoscope, which is very awesome. There was another Kaleidoscope from Nebraska. It's not totally psyched out, but it's certainly interesting for original tracks, for sure. So I still have a few to upload, but I will get to that shortly. Anyways, I only have 3 records, 3 LPs today. Like I said, been a very slow month, so I'm very glad to pop up on this first one, though. This is one I found on Discogs, and I kind of waited for a day. I thought, well, the condition might not be the greatest, but as long as it plays well, I'm totally fine with it. So I picked up on the Novels. That did it. This band was out of the LA area. This came out in '68. It has liner notes from Voice and Heart. It does have some seam split going on, which I'll probably end up gluing eventually here. This came from a guy from Hollywood. It's got stamped on there, but yeah, this is a fantastic record. It's kind of more in the garage pop realm. I'd put it, alongside bands like Boston Tea Party, Orphan Egg, except they're not really psychedelic in a whole lot of aspects, but they are very much of that time period. A lot of vocal harmonies going on. It's very, very good for what it is, and it's unfortunately a very short LP, And I think they do some covers on here too, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. And what's the other track? Sunshine Every Love. So they do a pretty good version of Tomorrow's Yesterday, and what's the other highlight? The opening track, Almost There, is a classic, and Glass House. But overall, very nice listen, very nice crisp drums too. I love the drummer on this album. Got a lot of nice tight drum fills, and just awesome cover too, you know, kind of sort of like a replica of the concert posters at that time. So, very cool. Then I stopped by into Lincoln Vintage Vinyl once again, trading some stuff, and didn't find a whole lot there up my alley, which tends to be the case. I mean, of course, not all the shops can get all the stuff that I'm all interested in, but this is one I picked up. I saw it there once before, then I gave it a listen once I came back home, and I was like, yeah, this is better than what I remembered. This is Smokey and His Sister, and as you can tell, it's very ring-worn. I've actually never seen a copy that did not have ring wear on it, so I checked the vinyl, and it plays just beautifully, so it's like a near-mint promo copy here. Yeah, this is a one-album duo, brother and sister duo, kind of reminiscent of like Jonathan and Lee on that Vanguard label. Like I said, very clean promo copy. Yeah, I think they're all original tracks, maybe. It's on the Warner Brothers 7 Arts label, and they first had like a single with Columbia, then they eventually went the LP route. This one definitely gets kind of slept on for what it is. It's very much in the folk pop realm, but it's got some like Baroque textures to it. Just give it a lot, you know, some strings, and I think there's some flute involved, maybe some organ. And I love the upbeat tracks, including the opening track, Sausalito Bay, and Welcome to the Mighty East, and I think the other one is Dancing Lights. I think there's like some more upbeat mid-tempo tracks, but most of it's very mellow, very much, it kind of reminds me of an album that you would listen to like as the morning's rising, you know, the sun's really bright and it's like a spring morning. Just kind of has that kind of vibe with it. It's just really, really excellent all throughout. So if you can get your hands on that, it's worth the price. I think you can still find them for probably $20 in clean shape. So check it out. Smokey was very much influenced by, of course, you know, Bob Dylan was the big reference. His sister kind of tagged along with him because he was trying to find success in New York. I think that's where he ended up recording it. And so they tagged along and didn't really hit success, but it's nonetheless a very strong LP for what it is. And then this is probably the fan favorite of, you know, the psychedelic guys out there. I rate this one pretty high. I'd say it's like a 4 out of 5 for me, but I know some people kind of really, really love this one. I don't share that strong love or affection for it, but it's certainly a good one. I mean, I've wanted this one for years, and this is kind of one where I can see Dave the Pickup Artist, you know, leaving a comment about this record, and that is Pussy. Pussy Plays, the little kitty cat. I am a cat lover, by the way. Have yet to own one, but that's another long story. Anyways, love this record. So my only nitpicky complaint on this one is that some of the instrumental tracks for me, you know, as I would listen to this one over the years online, it seems like the instrumental tracks just kind of linger on a bit too long for me, especially like in the middle section with Comets, which has like this really annoying theremin throughout. And then Tragedy in F minor kind of has more of a classical sort of feeling about it. You know, sort of reminds me of like a wet day in fall or something. Just kind of has that vibe to it. Nice mellotron and stuff, but like I said, it just goes kind of on for too long in my opinion. But that's just me. Opens up very strong though. Come Back June, All of My Life's probably my favorite track on here. And We Built the Sun kind of has like a astronomy domain sort of vibe with it, in the vocals anyway. And the opening ground, or the open ground, is my favorite off here as well. Very tight, fresh ideas going throughout. Very much a progadelic record. It's got some complex writing going on, but also very much of the psychedelic era, coming out of the UK. So pretty solid LP. It's very much a fan favorite of the psychedelic scene. Finally glad to own it. Took me long enough. This is one of the very first ones I discovered as far as like the UK obscurities. So this one's kind of been with me a long time. It's just been kind of hard to find like a decently priced reissue. So this one's on a Karma, which is totally fine with me. This one was actually sealed when I bought it, which you don't see very often. It's got a nice textured cover. I would have loved to have the Morgan Bluetown copy, but they just keep popping up for like $40 and over, so I didn't want to pay that for this. So there's that. Hope you guys are doing well once again. It's just been just kind of laying low lately as far as my digging purposes have been treating me. But I actually plan to maybe go dig tomorrow out in Hastings, Nebraska, and because they have like an antique mall there, and I haven't been there for maybe a couple years now. I found Van der Graaf Generator there a couple years ago, if you guys remember me showing that. And I actually picked this up too. I picked this up at Backtrack Records in Lincoln. Happened to find this replica of the film Blow Up, Antonioni's cult classic. I think it was like $10. You just don't see this kind of stuff every day in the shops, and I was just like, man, this is just a great piece to add to the wall, you know. I don't know if I'll hang it up just yet, but yeah, it's a very cool piece. I don't know if this is like the original. It's probably got to be like the original European poster, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, kind of a cool replica. Great film. Speaking of films, hopefully my next film review will probably be out in February, I think. I have everything together. It's just kind of easier to spread my videos out a little bit and kind of conclude my thoughts on the film and stuff like that. So just laying low here, and hope you guys are too. Staying safe, and we shall see you soon.